Hey guys, welcome back. Emily here, and welcome to my channel. If you've never been here before, I would love it if you wanted to subscribe. I realize this is the beginning of the video and you have no idea if you even like me or not, but I think you'll like my videos if you take a look at some of the old ones. I'm just a pretty open book. I try to share as much of my experiences in life. The most significant of those being divorce, weight loss surgery, being almost 300 pounds, having a tummy tuck just recently, and I just try to keep it real, share my dating life, share my single mom life, that kind of stuff. So hit the thumbs up button if you like videos like this. I guess you can, feel free to watch the video first, make sure you like it, but hit the thumbs up video if you would, because it helps me. Friday was my birthday, and I did go away for girls' weekend, so that was a riot. Everything went really well, no drama or anything like that. And with a bunch of girls, sometimes you can have drama. Just to go back in time, I did have a follow-up with the doctor last week, Tuesday, and told you guys that I had a spitting stitch. And when I went in there to see the plastic surgeon for the follow-up, he took a look and ended up trying to get that stitch out, which he did, but that left a hole underneath the skin and the incision line. So I now have a wound that I need to pack every single day with like quarter inch iodoform. If you're familiar with that, it's like a strip of gauze that has iodine on it. So needless to say, that's a bummer. I do think it's my fault, and he's the sweetest man, but I think I took a bath too early. I read that you could take a bath at 4 weeks post-op, and I did not ask him first. And he said, when I was in the office, I said, well, what would you have told me? I just came to this conclusion that I took a bath too early because he said bacteria can get in there in that incision and cause the stitches to spit and the inflammation and everything, which I had read online in this tummy tuck group that I'm in that a lot of people can take a bath at 4 weeks. So I took that like, okay, I can take a bath at 4 weeks, which is not the greatest idea because every surgeon's different and they may do a different technique than other surgeons. And so they have different timelines. Anywho, he said that he would have told me to wait until all my scabs were gone, which they were not. And I remember when I took a bath, it like softened the scabs and they looked kind of funky a little bit afterward, and I remember thinking I needed to put antibacterial or antibiotic ointment on them, and I didn't. So I do blame myself for not following instructions. So I don't want to scare anybody. The wound isn't, terrible, and I think it's healing well. Less and less gauze needs to go in there every day. It's kind of, that's a gross, like, to think I have a wound, but I do. So there's that. Just wanted to give you guys an update on that, but everything else I think is okay. He said that I could start working out once that heals. I go back to see him in 2 weeks. So a week from tomorrow, I have a recheck with him. And hopefully it's still looking good. But for now, we're good. On that, it's an open wound. I can't take baths. I can't go in like hot tubs or soak or anything like that. So this weekend, I didn't get to go in the hot tub. But my incision and wound will thank me for that later, I'm sure. Let's see. So I don't know. I've never like talked about my age before on YouTube, and I think I have probably some insecurities about it, but I don't know why. And I think like it's probably just time to start like owning it and putting it out there, because I put everything else out there for the most part. I think you guys know just about everything that I have ever been afraid to tell people. I end up going on YouTube and talking about, and then feel so much more relaxed about it. So anyway, I turned 39 years old on Friday. Part of the reason, March 9th, part of the reason that I'm telling you is because I also got Botox for my birthday. I gave that to myself for my birthday present. I got that like 3 weeks ago, and I like it. I was like having concerns, or basically just wasn't liking the lines in my forehead, and I have friends that have gotten Botox, and I knew that, it's a fairly easy procedure and painless and safe And I used to work for a dermatologist, so I knew about Botox from that perspective. And I always thought in my head, like if I ever wanted to get Botox, I just would. So they did about 25 units in my forehead and everything. And then she went back and did like 3 more units. I came back for a recheck in 2 weeks and still had like a weird thing on my eyebrow, which I still feel like I do. I have a crease right here. I did notice that I do have a little bit of drooping in my eyelids, which I believe is a side effect. So the next time I go get it, I'm just gonna mention that so that they can take it down a notch or whatever. There's that. My confession, it's not really a confession because I don't feel any shame about it. I've told like all my friends because I just feel like if there's something that bugs you about yourself and you can fix it, then go for it. You know, I'm constantly checking my motives about, you know, what's over the line as far as being vain and things like that. And that to me, it isn't. It's something that I want for myself. I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys about that because some of you may have questions or may have thought about it in the past, and it was not super painful or anything like that. The only weird thing is like it felt like I could hear the needles going into my forehead, like, and you can feel them, but again, it's like really not a terrible pain or anything like that. So I would do it again and, you know, plan on going back. I think it's supposed to last like 3 months, and then the more times that you have it, then you can go longer in between there. I am doing like the clean eating thing. This weekend was, you know, like a cheat weekend. I wasn't eating great this weekend, and I do promise to make a video kind of on a reset of clean eating. Someone asked for that, and I think that's a really fantastic idea. So I haven't done a, you know, all day what I ate video in a long time. So I would be happy to do that for you guys. I'll try to remember like to film that tomorrow, maybe even, and give you an idea of like how to kind of reset yourself and slowly get back into eating low carb and that kind of thing. Especially after you've been on sugar and kind of rekindled your sugar, you know, addiction. I just wanted to let you know about the stitch and the wound, and kind of just to make sure to always follow what your plastic surgeon tells you as far as instructions go, and let you know that I appreciate all the birthday wishes. You guys were so sweet and wishing me happy birthday and sharing your March birthdays as well, and your family's March birthdays, and I just love you guys so much and just feel very accountable for you guys as far as, you know, sharing the things that I think are going to help you. So I really appreciate the feedback because you guys make me want to make more videos and talk about this kind of stuff when, you know, it's not the most popular thing to go and tell the world that I'm 39 years old and I get Botox. Like, that's not my fave, but I know that y'all wanted to know, and some people have asked me how old I am before, and I don't think I answered them. So here you go. This is it. So I love you guys so much, and I just will give you some more updates and plan on seeing you in my next video.